watching Ebony Ladies in the DR. I'm your host, Bridget. Gracias por ver las damas de Ebanos en el DR. Yo soy tu anfitriona, Bridget. So if everybody's been watching the show, you already know this is one of my favorite shows. If there's another lady here, guess what? There's a new Ebony Lady in the DR. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hello, I'm Carice, and I am Puerto Rican Dominican, raised in Puerto Rico, and recently moved here with my partner. We're so excited to talk a little bit about my experience here in the DR and share with you all.
And does that mean you are bilingual?
I am bilingual.
I'm very jealous.
It helps. It helps a lot.
It does help. It does help. So everybody, I told y'all, more and more people are coming to the DR, and look at the face of the new expats. It's not old. It's not a person of non-color. Everybody's fit. Everybody's happy. Everybody's young. So you don't have to wait until you're 65, 70 years old to enjoy the island life. You just have to be smart, and you just have to do it. So we're going to find out all about Carice today. We're going to get right into it. So first, tell us, how long have you been here?
We've been here almost 6 months in May. We came here on vacations, come visit family, and then fell in love, and we're like, no, America's not it no more. So we decided to continue our long-term vacation.
That's what I'm talking about. My kind of vacation.
Yes.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Long-term. Okay. And so why Punta Cana? So you said you're half Dominican, half Puerto Rican. So have you ever lived in the Dominican?
Well, when I was little, but I don't remember. But I grew up coming here every summer to visit my father. But I always went to La Romana or Higüey. But now my family has moved here for better, work opportunities. And a lot of them are here. So I decided to come to Punta Cana, which I actually never visited except one time, and I didn't remember. But we came, we were with my family, we fell in love with it. What I love about it is just like this peace.
Right?
The peace.
And it's peaceful.
The peace, the beaches are beautiful. There's every single beach in Punta Cana is amazing. I think aside from the other towns in the DR, this is very calm. There's not so much traffic, it's not so hectic. And I think it's very welcoming for expats to come here. And it's very affordable. I mean, it is more expensive than the other cities in the DR, right. But for us Americans or anybody coming from other countries, fraction of the price, and you could live in this beautiful place that we're at right now.
Yeah, I tell them every time. And so now you said, and everybody else always think the opposite, that Punta Cana is going to be a lot busier, that it's not going to be calm, it's not going to be peaceful, because when we go outside of our community, it's a little bit busy, because it's tourist season. It's like considered high season because it's winter there, but it's summer here. We just got out the pool. So, we're not rubbing it in. We're not going to do that today. We're not going to rub it in that it is winter in other parts of the world and it's summer all year round here. We're not going to rub that in. But so you said the total opposite, and that's why I tell people all the time, even though this is a tourist city, the tourists are saturated in one area.
Yeah.
It's not spread all over. They're not everywhere you go. Now you might want to stay out of Jumbo on a Saturday at 9 a.m. If you watch the grocery store episode, you don't want to be in Jumbo on a Saturday morning, that type thing. But other than that, the island is peaceful, and you get to do everything that you want to do here.
Yes, everything.
That's the good thing about Punta
I wanted
Cana.
to touch on the tourism because I do hear a lot of other expats saying that, I don't want to live in Punta Cana because there's so much tourism. I sometimes forget about it because, like you said, they're mostly in the resorts and you see them here and there, but it's really, I forget that this is even a tourist city.
Right.
I don't feel burdened by that. Actually, because of that, I think there's so much more structure because the tourism is such an important part of the economy here.
That's true.
So this town in particular, in my experience, is very protective. There's so much safety. Like, I honestly feel way safer here in the United States. I actually get a little anxiety thinking about going to the States because of the state of the country and all the mass shootings and all the uncertainties going anywhere. So definitely feel safer here, and I felt in the United States for sure.
Very good. I try to tell them every time, like, you know, on one of my social media pages, somebody had the nerve after the last mass shooting, and I don't even remember which one it was, right? Because it just keeps happening. Somebody said, "Is it safe? I want to come down there in July." I was like, really? Is it safe? Can you really ask that question
no
after a mass shooting back to back in the United States? I was like, there has not been a mass shooting in the history of the Dominican Republic. I looked it up. I checked. And there has never been one.
No.
And so, you know, yeah, it's safe. So come on. Yeah, we'll have fun with you. We'll take you out. We'll have a good time. So we're going to do that. Okay, now moving on, I have to ask you, you've only been here 6 months, so I mean, you know, I don't know if it's really a fair question, but I'm asking anyway. So what do you think has been the biggest difference in attitudes?
I mean,
Customer service.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That type thing.
I think also because I used to come here so much in the summer times, I can see the drastic difference. I feel, for example, you go to a grocery store, literally the cashier could be your friend, lifelong friend. Here, I think the attitude is we're a community, we're here together in this earth, and we're one. Because, for example, where I lived in New York City, you fall on the stairs in the train station, people are just going to walk by you, sadly. God. That breaks my heart. Yeah. And I don't know why. I don't think people are being rude. I don't know if it's fear or what it is.
I think it's fear. I think people don't want to get involved anymore. Yeah. So they just keep going. They ignore it.
Exactly.
And it's sad.
It is very sad. But here, people don't think twice about helping you. I remember one time we were actually visiting anyway, and there's this really big dishes for the water to run. Mm-hmm. We didn't know, and we fell into one.
Oh my God.
And we were like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Before I even finished thinking that, there was like 10 people grabbing the car, pushing it. Oh. And I was just like, oh, I get goosebumps thinking about it because it's such a beautiful thing. Like, you're not alone in this world. We're here. If you need anything from your neighbor, from anybody in the streets, they're gonna, like, even if they don't have it, they're gonna find a way to get it to you. And it's just, I think that part is so beautiful and something that us Americans in the state of the country really need to learn how to just come back to being one.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know how that's gonna happen.
Come here and find out.
Come here and just change your life, and then maybe you live here long enough, you'll pick up that attitude, and if for whatever reason you have to go back to the U.S., you can take it with you.
Exactly.
And maybe it'll stick.
Exactly.
You know? And I never told, I think I told y'all this story, but I don't think I ever told my subscribers this story. So when we were here, like within the first year, and I rode my bike everywhere. So I was in the busy downtown area by Jumbo and KFC. So if you ever come to Punta Cana, you'll see KFC and the gas station. So I'm riding my bike. I'm all cute on my pink bike. Y'all saw me pedaling along. Boom! I tried to jump on a curb. I fell. It was so busy. And like she said, before I really hit the ground good, a man had stopped traffic. He was out of his car. He was running over. Okay, you know, I think I can do it all. So I'm like, no, I'm okay. You know, I was like trying to swallow my pride, not be embarrassed, you know, and just get out of there. And he was like, are you sure? Wait, you're bleeding. And I had blood. I was like, I'm fine. I got on my bike, started pedaling off. I cried all the way home. And then when I got home, I was like, everybody was so sweet. Yeah. Everybody tried to help me. In the U.S., I probably would have got hit by a car. Because they would have not paid attention, they would have just been driving and just going. So that it's a huge difference in the attitude.
And it makes you, I think, like me being in New York is more like, that's even worse because you really don't look at each other.
Go.
I remember when I first got there, me and my partner would say hi people in the street and people were like, what are you doing? Why are you acknowledging me? But here, nobody's invisible. Everybody speaks to you.
Looks at you, makes eye contact, everything.
Yep. It's like you walk down the street, they say hi to you like you're their friend. And it's like
all the time.
Yep. It's amazing.
It is. That's good. That is one of the best differences. Yes. I'm happy about the attitude.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is something that you all, since it was like an extended vacation, let's kind of rewind. If you had to do it again, what is something that you would have done before moving here, or that people should do before moving abroad?
Well, we are in an island, and some resources are a little limited. So, for example, when we first got here, my cousin, who's a real estate agent, she found us this amazing apartment that was fully furnished, had everything we can think of, plus more. Then, after we decided we're gonna stay, we're like, let's move to our dream location, which is Cocotal, which is so beautiful. And we found a great apartment for us, but then we had to furnish it a little bit more. So if I would have known that I was gonna stay, I would have definitely brought more things. For example, as simple as linens, sheets, and towels.
I say it all the time. Those kind of necessities.
Yeah, they're
expensive.
They're very expensive, and if you find them, they're not great quality. We went everywhere to find them, and finally found some. But even like some little kitchen gadgets are more expensive here, like air fryers.
That type of thing.
Stuff like that. I wish I would have brought with me.
So that's right, subscribers, be sure to watch some of the past episodes of Ebony Ladies in the DR, because we talked about that. So some of the things like sheets, towels, the air fryers, the smaller appliances, things like that are really expensive here because of course everything's imported, so you got to pay the extra taxes. But whatever you can fit in your suitcases, do not ship it. We already did the episode about shipping and how expensive it is. You got to pay, they got to pay to ship it to you, got to pay to pick it up. Bring it in your suitcase. So just little by little, stock your house and get the things that you need. So that's the best advice.
But I think also, as we did, because we were gonna come, we planned for 3 months, and we brought
a nice vacation. That's a nice vacation.
But we brought things that we actually didn't need, and that is something that you can either ask people that already live here. There's a lot of, there's groups on Facebook that can help you and decide what you really need, because you could be bringing something that you don't need and can be putting something instead that you actually need. Right. So I think it's helpful to use your resources, and there's so many expats here that can really help you.
Yeah, that's true. Good. Moving, next question. It says, one thing you wish was here. And when I first got here, it was like, Krispy Kreme. I wish Krispy Kreme was here, but then we found it in Santo Domingo. Thank God it's not in town, because then I'll never lose weight. And then I was like, a true dollar store, like Dollar Tree, from that.
I didn't think.
Or H-E-B, my favorite grocery store. And so now I'm like, I don't need anything. But y'all only 6 months. So what do you wish was here?
Well, everything is perfect, but like I was saying, we're looking for things to furnish our apartment, and I wanted a Home Goods. I'm like, if there were just a Home Goods here, oh my goodness, because they don't really have discount stores here, right? And I think it's the lack of so much consumerism happening in the States that they don't really need those type of stores. Right. So, but it would have been helpful. And the Dollar Tree, man.
Ooh, a Dollar Tree. We don't have a true dollar store. We have dollar store quality, but it's like $2.50. The regular stuff we pay $1 for.
Exactly.
So it would be, their dollar store would be like $2.50, and people here think that's like amazing. And I'm like, what? I pay $1 for this all day long. You know what I mean? So I get it. But what else? No food. We got every kind of food here.
I was actually wanting to touch into that, because we are a big, we like to be healthy, and there was things that we got used to eating that were only in Costco or Trader Joe's. I miss Trader Joe's. But you're gonna adapt, and the food here is amazing. The vegetables and fruits, they're so fresh. They don't last as long, so you're gonna be making more trips to the grocery store.
That's true.
And we learned that because my cousin trying to warn me. I'm like, you know what you're talking about? We're gonna eat it all, and we're thinking a week. No, it was 3 days, and that went bad. But the food, I don't think that's the issue here, unless you have dietary restrictions or anything. But I think you fit right in.
Okay, then there's a Costco in Santo Domingo. It's called Price Smart.
Yes,
they're almost identical, And I would say National is closest to Trader Joe's.
Yeah, that we shop there a lot. Yeah.
So people that are like, oh no Trader Joe's, no Costco. Yeah, we got close.
Yeah.
And I think you'll be fine. And just FYI, they're building a Walmart-like store close on the way out by the on the way towards the airport, which is just like 10-12 minutes from here. So that's coming soon.
Yeah,
so if you're like thinking you're not going to be able to have all of your favorite stores, you're wrong. We got everything, and everything is coming. And then if you have to go to the capital, it's only a 2-hour drive. Go to Santo Domingo. If you drive your car, you're gonna pay a lot of tolls. So I tell everybody, since I've ridden the bus there one time now, I would always ride the bus unless I want to take Bella. Yeah, the bus is really nice.
So relaxing.
Yeah,
driving into La Capital is quite stressful. There's so much traffic. It's like compared to a New York as the traffic. So anytime we go there, my partner drives, and I'm not even driving, and I get stressed out. So the bus is a nice. We haven't done it because we have a car now, but I definitely recommend it.
Okay, good. Now, y'all 6 months social life. Are y'all meeting people? Are y'all only been around expats? You know, we've met the Ebony Lady, and I always try to bring people together. So I'm always introducing. You know, somebody told me that's a bad idea. They were like, you know, you can't always have your friends with your other friends, and you shouldn't mix your friends, and that's how trouble starts. I've heard like this, like so. And I'm gonna tell you, in the U.S., you can't do it.
Yeah.
You really can't. You can't mix your friends in the U.S. because it's going to be a little bit of jealousy here. And this person's going to have something to say about this person. This person's going to get jealous because you talk to them more. And it's really childish. And what I've noticed here is it's just fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just fun. And that's why I try everybody I meet. I was like, well, you got to meet blah, 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 blah. No, me and Davin can't go, but y'all can go with them.
Right.
And so we're like happy to bring people together. So, social life, how y'all been doing? Y'all enjoying it?
We love it. You know, from Bridget, we met Tammy and Hoshi, and we really, really like them. We connected with them a lot. And because I do have my family here, I have cousins that are around my age, so we get to do a lot of things. And my father's here, so we make the best out of it. Obviously, we probably could meet more friends if there was like more events and little gatherings, but to be safe, you know, that can hold off. But right now, we're completely happy with our social life. It's been great.
Yeah, because there's so much to do here.
So much.
A lot of free stuff to do here. We're on an island. You go to the beach for free all day, every day. We go work out, go ride our bikes. That's why I try to tell them. There's so many things to do here that you don't have to spend a lot of money.
No.
If you come with the American mentality where you think you have to club every night or live for the weekend, that type of thing, yeah, it's not going to be the place for you. But if you come and adjust, and again, you can go out. We went out last night. On a Wednesday night, you go out and you just have fun, and it's like, what
every
day
is the weekend.
Every day, that's what we say. Like every day is the weekend. So here, you don't live for the weekend.
No.
Like in America, we all live for the weekend.
And I think that's part of the Dominican culture, because even though they might not have as much as Americans do in the States, they enjoy their life.
Ooh, you
and
wouldn't
it's
know
like, it's something to learn about.
Everybody keep a smile on their face, and that's it. That's why I always keep my smile. I love being an Ebony Lady in the DR. I really, really do. Okay, so last thing is tell us your last thoughts. And the one thing I'm going to point out, you all, Carice and her partner are 30s, early 30s.
Early 30s.
I hate to tell my age, but I think y'all know my age, so she could be my daughter. You know what I mean? So for everybody that thinks you have to wait till late 50s, 60s, it's not true. Living example right here.
Yep.
You know, and it's all about what we always say, just planning and just taking advantage of what life has to offer, being smart. You know, it's so much easier than people think.
It really is. It's not until you look into it that you're like,
I could be living there.
That's what happened to us. I was sitting one day and I'm like, I wonder how much apartments are in the DR. Literally the next day I told my partner, I'm like, hey, so DR is like a quarter of where we're trying to live. He's like, let's do it.
That's
it. It's amazing. And I think people are so scared to move to another country because in the US we like in this bubble that everything's so organized and blah blah blah, but if you're adaptable, and humans were created to adapt,
that's right.
You can live anywhere. And there's pros and cons to every place, but I think the DR has so much more pros than cons.
Absolutely.
And no country's perfect, no matter what.
Right.
And things, you know, to get a light bulb might be a little challenging because we don't have Home Depots. You have to go to various stores. But I found that actually very fun. Because
right, me too. We know every hardware store in town.
You explore the town. You make friends with the employee. Like, it's always everything is an experience here. It is a memory. It's not like I'm going to Walmart to buy this. Like, you're not gonna remember every time.
Nothing, and it's not gonna be any fun, and you're not gonna, you know, have any challenges, and they're not gonna think you're saying building when you're really saying cash. It's a whole long story, you know, with your Spanish and your English. So that is the good part, right?
Yeah,
it is. It's an experience, but you have to just learn to be adaptable and want a different way of life. And if it doesn't work, pack your bags, go back to where you're comfortable, go back to the U.S.
It's
just that simple.
Yeah, it really is.
It's really that simple.
It really is.
Okay.
And I think the lifestyle, I think we're so consumed by the next thing to buy, the next car to buy, and because things are challenging to buy here, you appreciate every item that you buy in the store. Mm-hmm. It's like the show with Marie Kondo on Netflix. I don't know if you guys watched it, but you have to buy things that bring you joy because it might take you like 5 stores to actually find it. And you find it, you're like, oh, yes, I love this. So you're going to cherish it. So
that's true. I
become
agree.
more minimalist here for sure. Here, like, nobody's trying to compete with you with your clothing.
At all, nothing.
It doesn't matter. And I think because things are not so available, like, for me, like, I used to be a makeup artist, so I see the new makeup, I'm like, oh, I gotta go get it.
Yeah, to go.
I don't have anywhere to go get it here, so it's actually a great thing.
And we ain't gonna wear it too. Because wherever we go, we're probably gonna be outside. We're gonna end up sweating and dancing.
No makeup here.
So,
no makeup
and
life.
I'm so happy to have my lipstick today, you know. And we are social distancing, but we are in the same circle of people.
Yeah.
And when we're out, we are in our mask, and we're open area right now. So I know if people comment, like, y'all didn't wear your mask, y'all weren't. We have been in the same circle. We have been social distancing, so all of that. So we feel like we are safe. We know COVID is still out there, and we are sending our prayers, as always, to people that are still, you know, working on the front lines and still battling the pandemic and things like that. So our hearts and our prayers go out to everybody that's still facing the situation. But we just want to bring like a little of joy and a little sunshine and a little palm trees to you each, you know, all the time. But last thoughts. Gotta have them. What else? What would you tell expats or
I think
people
especially for people in my age, millennials, there's too many ways to make money online.
Oh my God, yes.
Too many ways, and you're smart enough to figure it out. The pandemic gave us that push that I have to find a new career that I don't have to depend on other people, and it was the biggest blessing for us, and that was our dream, to live in another country. And now we were planning that when we were 50, and now we're 30, so we're ahead.
We only did it a year, y'all did it 20 years old. See, I got smart kids, right? My kids are so smart, you know. So, but yeah, and I have to tell y'all how we met. Is her partner was an Ebony Ladies subscriber. So shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to Lucas. He behind the camera with Davlin today, guys. So, but shout out. So I thank you all very much. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here. She's gonna be back because we got another little mission that we're gonna be accomplishing, and we're gonna share that with y'all coming up very soon. So stay tuned. But as always, Ebony Ladies in the DR, we're right here. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what's going on behind the camera. They doing photos,
taking
and
selfies.
You know what I mean? So, but right here, Ebony Ladies in the DR, every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, do it with me. Don't forget to subscribe,
and comment,
and share.
Share.
Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Right, exactly. Every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, take care. We'll see you guys soon.